It took me a while to realize how much more comfortable Andrew was talking in a vehicle. And the first few months we were dating, I would say to him pretty often, like, "Why are you bringing this up now? Like, why do you bring this up when we're going somewhere?" And he would start like a really important conversation. And as I started reading books and kind of putting it together, I realized like, oh, we're looking forward. And it's more comfortable for him to bring things up about his feelings when he's not looking at me. So people with Asperger's will often describe something in a picture. I know Andrew does. He'll remember a memory. Like I usually remember the feeling when I'm remembering a memory, but he'll see the picture. So he'll very often close his eyes when he's telling a story. And it's because he's pulling the picture up in his head and he wants to tell it to you exactly how it happened. He's not going to embellish the way I would. And he really wants to remember it properly. And if he's looking at you, he jokes that he feels like his IQ drops a bunch of points when he's around people or when he has to look at them because he's so busy trying to analyze you and what's going on that he can't actually focus on the story that he's trying to tell. So if someone's breaking eye contact with you, and you think they might have Asperger's, just know that it makes them more comfortable and that it's completely normal. I'm never gonna ask Andrew to look me in the eye because sometimes he can and sometimes he doesn't. And sometimes I'll find something that he wrote down and I'll bring it up and he can't even look at me because he's like, sorry, I get uncomfortable. Like because it's like a personal thing. And I'm like, oh, like I love that I found this because I understand how you think more and it's great. And he's like, I know it's good. I can't look at you right now. And I'm like, okay. So don't take it personally. Know that it's probably never going to change, which is fine. I mean, it's not a problem. It definitely made me feel like we had a lack of chemistry when we first started dating because for me it's just like, hey, like you're not looking at me. Like, hello, hi. But with Andrew, like he's such a safe space, and when I'm sitting beside him, he's just always welcoming and caring, and he shows me how much he cares in different ways. And he definitely shows it. It's just he's not going to look deep into my eyes and tell me how much he cares about me. He tells me how much he cares about me all the time. It's just not in the same way a neurotypical guy would. So, yeah, if you're dating someone that you think might have Asperger's and they're breaking eye contact constantly, I definitely suggest reading up on the subject. Because even if they're not on the spectrum, they might be close to it. And you definitely don't want to be hounding a guy for not talking about his feelings enough if it's something he's not really capable of doing. So for me, learning about the autism spectrum and actually getting Andrew diagnosed helped me to see like, hey, this isn't going to change and it's okay, but it does not reflect how he feels about me at all.